Hello folks, this is Neil from I Will Always Love Video Games. There have been so many videos coming out lately about the PS4 and the Xbox One, what they can do, what they can't do. People raging at each other because a certain game only plays at 30 FPS while this one plays at 60 FPS. And this is 720p, but it's upscaled to 900p, or it's 900p is upscaled to 1080p. I was planning on making videos talking about these kind of things, and I just figured it's exhausting. The consoles aren't even out yet, and the games are pretty much just going to be ports of stuff that's coming out on current gen. The more I think about it, the more I just say to myself, just wait till the consoles come out. See what they can do. Give it some time. We're not going to see the full potential of these machines for at least a year, when developers are making things exclusively for them and not using architecture that's being used for the current gen. So with that out of the way, there is one console that I do want to talk about though, and it's the Nintendo Wii Mini. Oh god, Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing with this thing? It came out in Canada, I think it was earlier this year, and I thought it was a cool little device until I saw that it has no internet connectivity. I have no words for this. You're releasing something for $100 that plays Wii games and does absolutely nothing else. That is the dumbest. What a waste of time and money making that thing. You know what would sell, though? You know what would sell, Nintendo? This is what you should have done. Release something for like $50 using your old Wii parts, because it's just the Wii architecture without all the frills and the GameCube compatibility. What you should have done was release a $50 box, call it the Nintendo Retro. Make it play Wii games, but also have an Ethernet port. Have it only connect to the virtual console setup you have, which you're already running anyway, so it doesn't cost you anything extra. Sell it for $50. I know several dozen people right now, myself included, that would run out and buy that. And you know what? It would be a strong contender against these up-and-coming casual consoles or retro box consoles like the Ouya or the Mad Catz Mojo, which is incredibly overpriced. God, if you released a $50 retro box, or at the max like $75 retro box that does nothing but play Wii games and connects to the virtual console store, maybe even add a thing in there where the virtual console store can tell that you're purchasing from the Nintendo Retro, and maybe give a little discount because you're getting it through that, through that storefront. God damn, if you made that and sold it a Nintendo licensed retro box, you would sell so many fucking copies of that thing. It's insane. But instead, you're going to put out this really shitty gimped box that plays Wii games, and that's it. Why would someone spend $100 on that when you can go get a regular Nintendo Wii at retail, even for like, what is it, $130 for $30 more, $30, $40 more, or even going on eBay and getting it used, or whatever. You could get a full Wii that you can add the extra memory to, via a SD slot, that can play the GameCube games, that can go online. Nintendo, you've made some mistakes. I personally think the 2DS is a mistake. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. You've done some really dumb things. All the companies have. All the major console manufacturers have made mistakes at certain times. So no one's immune to it. And I'm not fanboying here. Any of these companies can make a huge mistake. Look at Microsoft with them saying at first you had to have the DRM and you had to have the Kinect on in order to use it. And look at Sony saying that you're not going to be able to use external memory. You can't use any kind of external storage. All of these companies have made their mistakes. But I'm telling you, Nintendo, this is by far the dumbest thing I have ever seen you do. During this holiday season, it's already bad enough that people who aren't gamers don't know what the fuck the Wii U is. There are people that think the Wii U is just a slightly modified Wii, and they're not buying it because of that. You sold, what, under 500k units in half a year? That's pretty goddamn pitiful, man. And now, with this holiday rush and these new consoles, you're going to put out a $99 gimped Wii? So some grandma can go out and go, oh, there's these new consoles out. My grandson keeps talking about these new gaming things, and I don't know what to get him. Oh, the Xbox One, $500. It seems expensive. PS4, $400. That's crazy. Oh, this must be the new Nintendo one. Only $100. I'll grab that. You're going to have a shitload of disappointed people. You're going to have a lot of returns, and you're going to have a lot of fucking negative feedback releasing this fucking thing in a market where you're already releasing too much of so little. Why do we need a gimped Wii? Why did we need a 2DS? We got the 2DS and the 3DS and the DS, the DSi, DSL. You've got too much out. You are flooding the market with multiple versions of the same shit. You know who did that before you, Nintendo? Sega? Atari? Look what happened. You're going down the same path, Nintendo. You're going down the same fucking path. And it's sad to see it. But what are you going to do? I'm telling you, scrap this thing. If anyone from Nintendo somehow hears this, please scrap this thing. Make a $50 Nintendo Retro box. Make it connect to the VC and let people get a slight discount and get access to all of those great classic games. You'll sell a shitload more of them, and you won't get any bad press for it. People will snatch it up, myself included. You'll get my money. But for this Wii Mini, sorry, not getting it. And everybody I know is not getting it. I don't know what else to say about it. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening and watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time here on I Will Always Love Video Games.